the DSTI's contribution extends beyond just pure research, and including technology development, commercialization support, as well as industrial innovation. Industrial competitiveness requires capabilities across the entire value chain, and no single intervention will be sufficient on its own. The DSTI therefore invests in a range of complementary initiatives that work to strengthen South Africa's ability to develop, adopt, and commercialize local relevant technologies. I have grouped the DSTI's interactions, and these are only some of them. Please go to our website to look at the full range of interventions that we have. But I've grouped the DSTI's response along 4 pillars. In ways, these pillars reflect the different capabilities that's required for industrial competitiveness. They include support for businesses, investment in technology developments, mechanisms to help these technologies reach the market, and an enabling environment so that it can thrive. The first pillar that we will look at is innovation support. At its core, it is about supporting and incentivizing businesses to invest more in R&D and to be more innovative and more competitive. Many companies know what they need. They know they need to improve product, processes, services. But often they don't have access to technical expertise, infrastructure, and funding requirements to do so. The DSTI, therefore, works with industry to strengthen innovation capabilities with businesses. Examples include our Sector Innovation Fund, where government and industry jointly invest in R&D to solve sector-specific challenges. We've heard earlier today from Tia about the technology stations that provide specialized engineering, testing, and product development support to our small and medium enterprises. The DSTI also has a technology localization program that helps suppliers participate in strategic value chains and support domestic manufacturing capabilities. The DSTI also leads on the R&D tax incentives, which provides a tax rebate on R&D spent to institutions to enable them not just to invest in the research, but hopefully, with those successes, implement those research outputs. Together, these interventions help businesses innovate, improve competitiveness, and build local industrial capabilities. The second pillar is technology development. Industrial competitiveness increasingly depend on technology. Countries that can develop strategic technologies locally are better positioned to build industries, create jobs, and reduce their dependence on imported technologies. The DSTI therefore invests in technologies that addresses national priorities while creating future industrial opportunities. As you can see from the slide in health, this includes vaccines, pharmaceuticals, and medical technologies. In energy, it includes hydrogen technology, battery value chains, and renewable energy innovations. In agriculture, we have technologies that support productivity, food security, and agro-processing opportunities. In sustainable human settlements, locally developed technologies are helping address challenges that are related to water, sanitation, and energy. And as we've heard earlier this morning, this South African National Space Agency works towards creating not only space technology so we can go up and have satellites, but that those downstream applications can come to our SMMEs so that we can manufacture satellites and understand the information that we receive. These investments help build technology foundation on which our industries can grow. But developing technologies are only part of the journey. Technology creates value when it is in the market and is adopted at scale. The third pillar, therefore, focuses on commercialization and market adoption. This is often where some of our innovations struggle to succeed. Many technologies fail, as we've heard earlier this morning, not because the science is weak, but because the innovators cannot access sufficient funding, customers, investments, or commercialization partners. We, as the DSTI, therefore has a range of commercialization initiatives to try to address this challenge. The Technology Innovation Agency, as we have heard this morning, helps technologies move from development into the marketplace. The DSTI also has an innovation fund that supports technology-based enterprises so that they can attract private investment. And our Technology Acquisition and Development Fund helps create first market opportunities, supporting the adoption of locally developed technologies. We have also invested in technology transfer offices, OTTs or TTOs, at each and every university and science council in this country. These OTTs are tasked to take those research, get the investors, develop it further, and try to get it successfully into the marketplace. The objective is simple. It's to move more South African innovations into production, into businesses, and into our economy. The final pillar is focusing on innovation ecosystems. As we have heard earlier today, nothing happens in isolation. We therefore need to create an ecosystem for that to thrive. And successful innovations requires our researchers, businesses, investors, government, all to work together. The DSTI therefore invests in a broader environment that enables innovation and industrial development. One of the projects that we have is the Regional Innovation Support Program that strengthens innovation capacity across our provinces and districts. Living Labs, we heard from Tia earlier today, provides the space where technologies can be tested and refined in real-world conditions. We have created a digital platform, the Innovation Bridge Portal. If you are not on it, please go register now. This is a digital place where innovators, businesses, inventors, ecosystem players can come together, connect, and see what is there. The DSTI also supports digital capabilities, space applications, and district-based innovation initiatives that help us to make sure that these innovations doesn't just stay in the labs, but come to our people and our local districts. These interventions create the conditions that we need to allow innovation to be known, to be scaled, and to hopefully generate industrial impact. So, what does this look in practice? It means that we're building capabilities in sectors that matters to South Africa for future competitiveness. In health, we are building capabilities in vaccines, pharmaceuticals, medical technologies. In mining, we are supporting advanced technologies that improve productivity and modernization. In clean energy, we are positioning South Africa to participate in emerging hydrogen and battery value chains. And in agriculture and bioeconomy, we are supporting technologies that improve productivity and create new industrial opportunities. These are only a few examples that demonstrate how innovation investments can support industrial development and priority sectors. As we have heard numerous times this morning, South Africa does not lack ideas, excellent researchers, or amazing innovations. The challenge is turning these strengths into products, processes, businesses, industries to create that economic opportunity. The DSTI's role is to help build these capabilities so that it is possible. By investing in technology development, innovation support, commercialization and innovation ecosystems, we are helping to create the conditions for a stronger industrial competitiveness. Research creates knowledge. Innovation creates opportunities. And industrialization will create impact. Thank you.